The biggest live esport racing event just happened and I had the chance to be there.
Et c'est fait! Worker qui termine à la première position. Préparez-vous public, vous allez être mis à contribution sur cette carte. Bonjour!
It was insane! And chances are you have never heard of it because it is completely and only in French. This is my experience of the ZrT Cup 2022. Quick rundown of history. 2013, a new game in the racing franchise Trackmania just released, Trackmania 2 Stadium. The game has a rather small but very dedicated fanbase powered by an endless amount of tracks made by the powerful in-game track editor. If you wanted to earn some money as a pro player in Trackmania, you had to get good at the map style tech, which is all about drifting. The competition maps were made by the best mappers and had a great deal of flow. They were some of the most prestigious maps in the game to perfect.
Knock knock, oh hey guys, it's me, ZeratoR. I am a French streamer. I'm gonna build the worst maps imaginable. Look at this nice turn. What about some cacti here? MDR. What about a llama in the middle of the road? Ha ha ha. It has a prize pool though, maybe you want to play.
And although the maps were horribly janky, some pro players actually showed up. The pros were torn, but the viewers loved the weird spectacle from the very beginning. 2016, the ZrT Cup was hosted for the first time in front of a live audience. 2,700 people bought a ticket immediately. ZeratoR began scaling up his cup year after year. 3,200 people, 5,000 people, 7,800 people in the audience 2018. He always kept the viewers' entertainment as priority number one and thus was able to attract more and more fans. And exactly that made him announce the biggest leap up so far, booking the Accor Hotels Arena in Paris with room for 15,000 people, making this the biggest live audience for a racing game ever. The hype was unreal. And then a small virus took over the world.
2 years later.
Restrictions get lifted and the first ever event I'm able to attend is in fact the biggest event the game has ever seen. The line into the arena was super long. Turns out 15,000 people is a lot. Inside the venue there were some merch shops and drinks for 10 euros. I had 3 in total. Just before the start of the show, my favorite thing already happened. I met a few people from the community, among others Spam, Grenady and Luckers Turbo, which felt like meeting old friends, although we have never seen each other before. Turns out I'm not the only non-French speaking guy there, although I understand a little bit of French, so I was able to follow the spectacle, and faster car wins, so it's easy to understand anyways.
La voiture la plus rapide gagne.
The start countdown came close to 0, so we got to our seats and the noise in the crowd. Holy, completely different feel than on stream. ZeratoR and his team had created a beautiful stage with incredible production value. I loved every second of it.
Bonsoir à toutes et à tous et bienvenue à la Trackmania Cup 2022! On est à 2 minutes de moins de la première run de la demi-finale. Oh, il est passé direct, sorti de l'escalier de la mort pour arriver dans la terre juste avant. entre les petits cubes ici. Ambrosi qui peut vraiment aller prendre 10 points. En empêchant tous les adversaires de marquer ça. Oh, le transfert. On a pris un peu trop de vitesse, on a pris un bon angle. Mais ça va, ça passera bien. Est-ce qu'il va one-shot l'arrivée? Est-ce que c'est un WR pulvérisé? Mesdames et messieurs, c'est fait! 2,36 0,09.
The two semifinals passed so quickly. The crowd clearly had a bias for Carl Jr. and Bren. Here's a few of my favorite moments of the show. The map Bercy Moku led through a miniature version of the stadium, so each time the cars passed through the virtual stadium, all viewers waved to the player in the lead.
Et on dit bonjour Afi. Salut. Bon, il a été doublé par Otak, mais finalement c'est Afi, de toute façon ils s'en vont. Et ils arrivent.
On the no-engine part here, ZeratoR tried to silence the whole stadium for the duration of the freewheel. The cheering afterwards was so fun for all 5 rounds.
Checkpoint, on va aller pouvoir traverser l'usine pour ces deux... En tout cas, ça crée des conflits, c'est sûr. Mesdames et messieurs, Glace des Snow.
One of the maps was unknown to the players, so they had to figure it out on the fly, basically playing a little bit of random map challenge live. There was lots of other stuff, like a round played with joystick, one round played with real miniature cars on the stage, and so much more. So this was my first ever Trackmania live event, and I think I got absolutely spoiled. In the end, ZeratoR sadly announced that this 10th event of the ZrT Cup will be indeed the last. He has done everything he can with the cup, and while these are sad news, it's also quite the Giga Chat move to stop at the peak. It is still so crazy to me that ZeratoR was able to fill a whole stadium with people cheering their hearts out for Trackmania players driving some of the weirdest maps in the game, streaming it to over 100k people while keeping the whole thing solely in French the whole time. I'm so happy I was able to attend the biggest and last ZrT Cup, and I just wanted to share my experience and admiration for an event that might never be topped ever again. Merci beaucoup, ZeratoR. If you want to know more about how ZeratoR changed Trackmania as a whole, watch this great video by Eirik Holdal or this random video recommended by YouTube. See you next time!